Hi, I'm Mike Corrinde, trailer system trainer. I'm here at the Houston Central OC with Max Gonzalez. Today we're going to do another version of a high base rail repair on this Great Dane trailer. Not specific to the Great Dane trailer, but any high base rail trailer that we have in our system. You ever see some yellow paint marks here and seems to be crushed in some areas? That's the repair we're going to be going over today.
Please refer to Service Bulletin 7751 for online instructions. Here's some photos of the damage done to this trailer. As always, don't forget to take some before pictures, attach them to the work order. Here's what it looks like from underneath, the damage done to the cross members as well.
So what we're going to do for this particular repair is we're going to mark this right here in between the two cross members. We're going to draw a line and come this way, all the way over here to where the damage ends. We're going to come down like this. We're going to remove all these bolts, and then we're going to cut this piece of aluminum out. After we do that, we're going to straighten out all these end clips and make them nice and flat again. Then we're going to cut our piece of aluminum to fit in here. Before you knock these rivets out, the easiest way to knock them out, take your drill with a 1/4 inch, go right here in the center. Make a hole about a 1/4 inch deep on all of them, and do that with all of them after it comes to knocking these things out. They come right out that way. After all the bolts have been removed, figure out where the center is going to be. Use a straight edge. Draw a line in the center, and you are going to remove this material all the way to the center of this location. Now you can take your saw and you can cut all that material out of there.
Be sure to make note of where the air lines and electrical wiring run.
There's no need to remove these end plates. We could either straighten them out with a big pipe wrench, or we could beat them out with a hammer, make them straight again, double check the weld in the backside, and just tack the weld if needed. Cool. That will work.
Here's a scrap piece of high base rail that was in the non-ATA pile. You can take your piece that you cut out and use it as a template for the new piece that you will be welding in. Once you've got a proper fit, go ahead and clamp in the new piece of aluminum and begin welding. And here's what the new piece of aluminum welded in looks like. We did have to order a 4-foot section of Great Dane high base rail. You're going to want to ensure a nice fit, which means that if there are some welds that need to be ground down, you can do so now and retest fit it. Now that that's done, place your piece of high base rail and clamp it down. Now's a good time to get that hole finder tool out.
filler plate that goes inside. Get a measurement in between, and we're looking at about 5 1/4 inches by 4 inches. That's going to be the filler plate. Then the top plate is going to be 8 inches, again, by 4 inches. 8 inches, 16 inches. This is going to be the big plate, right? And then we got to make the thin plate. And we said they were 5 1/4. So 5 1/4, that's going to be my first one. 5 1/4, that's going to be my second one.
After cutting your plates to the proper sizes, go ahead and drill out the holes for the bolts to go into the cross members and the plate. A reamer would come in handy at this time prior to inserting the bolts.
The center of the bolt, you're going to come down a 1/2 inch for your first bolt or rivet, and then from there on you're going to drop every 2 inches. 2, 4, 6. So I didn't get the 2. So you're going to drill, and you're going to do this pattern for every single bolt hole, and then you're done.
Now that you know where your rivets are going to be, you can install the filler and top plates. Make note of where they're going to go. As to where it was cut, you will see on the high base rail where the clamp is, there's the cut area. To the left and to the right is where we bolted on the filler plate. This is what it looks like from the back side. Now it's time to drill and rivet. There's a few bolts on the top of the plate to hold it securely while the riveting is taking place. And finally, here's an image of the completed repair with a little bit of Sikflex around it. Be sure to take after pictures, update your work order notes, and be sure that all your parts are charged out.
Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the training team.